excited to shop with us today. And if you are just joining us right now, we are celebrating here at HSN. It's really the final week of shows at our Florida campus. We are celebrating and moving up north to Pennsylvania. Everything will remain the same. But because we're doing that, we want to celebrate with you and give you free shipping on absolutely everything, including our Best Buy of the day. And if you don't recognize it, Origami is in the house, and it's our today's special. But I could always use more storage. There's never enough closets, there's never enough space, but maybe you do have a little bit of space like this in your laundry room, or maybe it's that little closet, or maybe you could really use more storage in a media console type of way. We have you covered with what Rebecca actually calls, Rebecca Wood, the Goldilocks of storage, and it's the slim pantry rack with drawers. So yes, we call it the pantry because it would fit perfectly in a pantry, but you're gonna use this in so many ways, whether it's outdoors by the pool, whether it's as a little media console, whether it's in a linen closet, or it's just on display in the kitchen to house your coffee or that extra rice and pasta and beans, whatever it might be, we have you covered because it's just the right size. You get 5 shelves, or you can do 5 shelves and the 2 drawers. It's totally up to you. We make it customizable. Now, you have not seen this one in 2 years. It's finally back, and we have brought you new and exclusive colors as well. As we go along, I'm gonna warn you which ones are kind of in the danger zone because you've loved it so much since we launched at midnight, and I'm already getting low on quantity in one specific color, that's for sure. So let's go along, go through the colors, and then I'm gonna bring in Rebecca Wood. Now, my most popular colorway I'm gonna kick it off with, it's the classic white, and as you can imagine, this is going to look good for years to come, and in pretty much any type of situation, whether it's a kitchen or a bathroom or a laundry space. This beautiful blue, it's like a cobalt blue, but we are calling this one indigo. Then, here's your warning, the plum. This one, I have only 820 left to get me to midnight tonight. So if you love it, look how deep rich, like an eggplant or like a deep purple this is. That's our plum, and it's just beautiful, and you are loving this one at home. Now, if you want a classic gray, this one right here we are calling our platinum, and I would say if you like a classic gray, or even if you have a lot of stainless steel appliances, this is that gray colorway that'll match back to that beautifully. If you want to go timeless with the red appliances that you have in your kitchen, or all of those vintage ones, this is your classic red. It's like a nice pop of cherry red. We have your black, which is like the tried and true Origami, and it has that hammered finish to it. This is very nice and would look great as a media console as well. If you love that beautiful bronze, this one we are calling our vintage bronze. I know this is Rebecca's favorite. And then if you want the pewter, which is like a nice gunmetal, hammered finish, this is our gunmetal right here. So without further ado, Rebecca Wood, come continue to hang out with me. I'm so excited. The Rebeccas are in the house, and we're gonna help you level up and just make life just easier and more organized.
And you know what? Organization shouldn't be like a full day just to build, to start to get organized, right?
You know, I think I buried the lead because everybody knows Origami for their zero assembly. When they were here, what was it, 15 years ago, I think they
15 years, we're celebrating our 15 years, exactly.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It blew us away when we saw how easy.
And there's a reason it's been around this long. It's because it's a game changer, especially when you're like, I want to get organized. I don't know where to start. This is where to start. First and foremost, we're never going to add to your storage problem. We're only going to be a storage solution. You can see this is that full-size drawer. I'm going to show you the assembly and how easy the disassembly is too as well. You can use these separate, so you're seeing how tall and how large these bins are. Great mesh that we have here. Even the mesh is powder-coated steel. Every part of this is powder-coated steel. So you can use these separately, and then you're still going to have 5 shelves. That's my favorite way to use them. But take a look at how this is both of those drawers. This is all the space they're taking up. Back of your car when you're moving to the dorm. You know, this is, I always say, reason to reason to reason, season to season to season. And with Origami, it truly is. People have their very first Origami from 15 years ago, and it looks exactly the same. So here are the drawers. Now here's a look at the actual shelf itself. And
okay, this might be my favorite part ever. So if you are not close to your screen, get to it now. Come up close, and this is how it's gonna come to you in the box.
This is exactly, and then can I actually take that for you?
Oh, that's so nice. Here, let me just store it on our shelf.
There you go, on the shelf.
Look how light this is. Now, this is why I wish I had it in college. Because you move in at the end of August, and all of a sudden, the holidays are here and you're moving out. And you've got all of that storage you need. Can you imagine just sliding this in the back of your car, your SUV, bringing it home with you, and then once you gotta bring the kids back, you're done.
You're doing exactly, and that's why you really, so it's lightweight, but don't let that fool you. All of this is that powder-coated steel, so it's not gonna rust, it's not gonna chip, it's not gonna corrode, and then here's the build. So it's gonna come to you like this. You decide if you want those caster wheels on or not. You see those right there. 2 of them lock if you want that movable storage, and then all you do is open it up. That's the build.
Crazy.
Draw your eyes to the TV again because people miss it. You open it up. We have the patented origami toggle, which is right here. And you can see as I push down and you put that toggle into place, it's that easy. When you hear that lock into place, that means each of these shelves can hold up to 20 pounds. That top shelf, it's on. I'm not getting an Allen wrench out. I'm not trying to put a screw and a nut and a bolt together. It's already on. All I need to do is a flick of the wrist, like that. So just look at that, already on, and then lock into place. I love that each of the shelves also lock. The other thing is you're seeing it here, look at that lip. Yes. That means those cans are not gonna fall off.
Right.
Those big boxes of cereal are not gonna topple over. It's got that stability there.
I love that. And to put this in perspective, the price on this is crazy for a storage like this with the quality. So the quality, first and foremost, is that powder-coated steel, rust-resistant. I mean, this can be outside. It's not going to chip on you or corrode. Now, think about that price tag. Without any parts necessary, you literally click it into place. There is that big box store where you have to put everything together, and that's why they make the price like a pretty affordable price like this one. You know what I'm talking about? Yep. But it's not made of very high quality materials. Think about what you're getting here in the quality and then the ease of putting it together. Think of that parent that lives at home or by themselves that they wouldn't have help to put it together. They can do that in the click of literally 10 seconds and toggling it right in place. So I just love the ease of it, the quality, the construction, how much can be held on here, because you said without the wheels, if you want it to be like permanently in place, you're looking at 20 pounds, 20 pounds, 20 pounds, 20 pounds, but then 10 pounds each with the wheels on it. So this can really carry up anywhere from 50 to 100 pounds.
Much. 50 to 100 pounds, depending on if you want those wheels or not. And also, the reason we call it the Goldilocks is because of the actual size. Right. So it's like 11.8 inches off the top, off the wall. Right. That's it, 11.8 inches, just shy of 18 inches, and it's just shy of 5 feet. So for a small footprint, if you talk to any professional organizer, they're always saying, if you look around your house and you're saying, I just don't have enough space to get organized, go up, not out. Right. It's that vertical storage. So this is the epitome of vertical storage and actually getting drawers. Think about getting a shelf where you're getting drawers too. I think, to me, that's like a unicorn. It really is, with zero assembly. So put the drawers together if you're gonna be able to even get drawers. And then the ability of like, oh, if I wanna take these drawers out and just use the whole thing with the 5 shelves and put the drawers somewhere else, like you have complete customizability with this one piece right here, and you're not even installing the drawers. You like literally pop the bottom in and then slide it in. And that's it. And I'm actually wheeling 2 that are fully assembled, fully loaded up, and you can see this is why I say we have the best caster wheels on the market. Take a look at how pretty. I have to do this because, especially with the white, like you have a little kitchenette. Like look how pretty this looks with all of our design decor. So do you have a tiny, tiny little bathroom or kitchen, I should say? Do you look around and say, I've got all of these appliances I never use because I don't take them out? Right. Look how pretty this is. I loved your idea too of making a coffee cart. Yes. So if you have like a little condo or even we have a big kitchen, but you have a lot of this open space, right? And you don't know what to do with it. You could just make your like little Keurig right here, your little pods. You could just do all different kinds of things here. And now you have storage and you actually have a moment. So it's totally up to you what you want to do with it. Right. But the fact that you're getting that vertical spacing, I even think like a linen closet. You get into your builder grade condo or into your home and they just have that one little wire rack. Take it out. Take it out, you've got no space, take it out and just slide this in there. Now look how much vertical space and actual functional storage you now have. And I love what you said about that too, kind of creating that custom closet. Now, I'm gonna actually wheel this over here because I'm gonna show you something Valerie came up with.
Oh, yeah.
And it was brilliant. So I'm actually, there's gonna be a lot of walking, but that's okay. I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna get the bronze. It's my favorite one. You can see how cute that is there. So the thing about origami is, go around, do you have 11.5 inches is really all you need, because you can also store it this way. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna wheel it over here and I'm gonna show you how I like to use it. Remember I told you I like to use the drawers elsewhere.
Yes.
Because the drawers do not need to be in the shelf to be functional.
Right, right.
So I'm gonna take it over here. We might have to move these chairs, but take a look. If you were to put this by your, you know, your
like
your
a media,
entertainment,
yeah, like
your
you have like
center,
a TV there, say, instead
and then
of
you use these
artwork.
elsewhere. So you're gonna get, each of these hold 10 pounds. You could put your favorite magazines, books. Maybe for my daughter it would be yarn. She has yarn everywhere. Maybe it's gonna be your crafting. Maybe it's gonna be even the cables or your throws. Take a look at how we're able to get 10 pounds, 10 pounds. So that right there is 20 pounds. And then depending on if you're using the reels or not, up to 20 pounds each of these. So that'd be, I mean, all together, you're getting 120 pounds of storage if you use those separately, because you're gonna be able to use this.
So do you have a craft room? Do you have an office space? Do you have just a living area that you want storage on, but you don't want to pay for this massive media unit that you have to put together by yourself? I mean, if you get 2 of these today for this crazy low price, you've just now created a media unit with 5 shelves. I mean, if you want to have drawers and then store all kinds of things in there, totally you can, because it comes with that. So it's customizability. It's truly your Goldilocks storage, as Rebecca dubbed it at launch, and it's really one of those things that's a no-brainer. So maybe it's the color. You're just trying to figure out what you want to get. If you love the plum, run, because we're most limited there with the plum, and I want to make sure that you get it while we have it in stock. But the white, still, our most popular.
White is always most popular.
Even at this hour.
And I do want to mention, as I kind of push this back in, white is great because, as I've told you, people have their very first origami from 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something that you know is going to fit in your house now, and also in maybe a house you're going to have 15, 20, 30 years from now, that white is really going to always just transcend any decor. Also the black, and I would also say that would be the same for the vintage bronze, but that plum.
It's so pretty.
Again, you know which one we're actually missing? Oh my gosh.
Are we missing one?
We have no eggnog.
Okay, so I was wondering, Kyle told me eggnog was popular, and then when we didn't have it out here, I was like, well, maybe
it's right over here. Can I go
sold
grab?
out?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, go grab her.
Grab her.
Eggnog.
Go grab her. Eggnog is like one of my favorites. It's brand new.
Well, it was also very popular earlier, so I'll get an update in a minute from Kyle to see how it's doing, but we want to show you the beautiful eggnog.
And do you actually see where it is? This is why we missed it. It just was seamless.
Oh, it did. It blended in beautifully.
Gorgeous. Isn't that so pretty?
I love that.
So this is your crafting station. Right here, maybe you don't have a crafting room. Guess what? You can set this up. It's going to be beautiful with your Empress, with your Cricut. You're going to be able to take this to and wheel it to your dining room table. And then you're going to be able to also fill it with whatever you need. So eggnog.
She's like beautifully beige. That's like my, she's like a cream.
Oh my gosh, I'm stealing that one.
I love cream. So if you want more of an off-white, right? Like your classic white is your true white. That one's our most popular. But if you were looking for more of a cream or an off-white, this is your eggnog.
Yes.
I mean, she's so chic.
Can you imagine also kind of creating a wall unit with a couple different colors like this? These are beautiful together.
Oh, I love
and Plum last night took the lead as being the favorite, which didn't surprise me.
She's exclusive to us too, that color.
She is. She's exclusive to us. And one of the things I wanted to show you is, do you see how we were able to make these have their own character, make them have their own personality by what we put in that. That's a perfect crafting, but also perfect for the pantry. You know, we always try to give, we call something, we give it a title, and then people think, oh, that's for your kitchen. But this is any room of the house, not only in the house, but the garage. The pool cage, because it's powder coated steel, put all of your beautiful plants in there. You could even put down here your potting soil, whatever. You can water the plants, and you don't have to worry about it rusting.
It doesn't rust, it doesn't do any of that. And that's what I love, and that's why you love origami. I would say it first starts out with the zero assembly, then it's the quality construction. Powder coated steel. And that's why they last you decades. I mean, they've been around for 15 years, and so many of you have stocked up. A lot of you have all the heavy duty ones. Maybe it's in your garage. That's where you you started, but they truly have created so many different ways to give you storage solutions. Yes, we're calling this one the Slim Pantry Rack with drawers because it does become like your pantry option, but as Rebecca said, this could be everywhere. I think it's the, like you said, the Goldilocks size to fill in all of those small areas. Maybe it's the laundry room. I don't know who designs laundry rooms, but they're just so
Do you have
weirdly,
a laundry room?
Yes, and
yeah,
like
I don't. I have a storage. I have a mudroom, laundry room, storage room all together.
All in one. So can you imagine, you've got a lot of vertical space,
perfect.
right?
Exactly. For 11.5 inches off the wall, you're right though. Even when people have a dedicated laundry room, there's you can hardly turn around.
Just enough to get the washer and dryer in there. So maybe that's you. I love this idea out here on the lanai by the pool because again, safe to be used outside. It's got that weather resistance to it. So look at the towels, all of the essentials for the pool. But how fun is this? Maybe you've got a little living space. It's a condo, it's an apartment, it's a vacation home, or you're a snowbird. You can take this with you, right? Like you're only somewhere for 6 months, and a lot of people like live here in Florida and then they go back up to Ohio or wherever it might be. Take your storage with you. And now you can take it because it's so easy to just fold right back up and take it on the go. So this is an opportunity to get an origami piece into your life. Maybe you thought, I don't need the heavy duty racks or I don't have a big garage, but I need the storage. This is it right here. It assembles in 10 seconds or less, and it's $119.99, under $120 today. And to be able to get it on a day when we have free shipping and handling, when we did 4 flex on it, it's yours for $30 on a flex payment, and you can pay that off and continue to get this one day only deal interest free if you pay it off in 4 months and you take advantage of the free shipping and handling. So normally it'd be $153, but look at how easy. The second it comes out of the box to your door, no need to go get a truck, nothing.
No. You don't even have to say, hey, can you help me take it out of the box? It's lightweight, but it's still all powder-coated steel. You open it up. I hate reading directions. I'd rather build something than read directions. You don't have to read directions. It's so indicative. Once you see this toggle, you put that toggle up there and you press down, that each one of these shelves can hold up to 100 pounds. I love that that top's on. There's no need for nuts and bolts and trying to, you know, screw it in. It's already on. You flip it over. That's it.
Done.
You just flip it over. Here's another little tip. If you have, like, maybe you want to put a big blender or you have taller items, you don't have to put that top one up if you want that sheer storage for taller items too.
It is so customizable.
You could do that, use it for the taller items and still do that. One of the things you pointed out that I love as I'm putting this together, because I'm going to go down here now and build, as I put in quotation marks, the actual drawers is, and I totally lost my way. Oh, you were saying how much space there was in between them.
Yeah, like the customizability with the space, like even in between the shelves, how much space.
Because that's important. You know, we have a full kitty litter, jug of kitty litter on one of them. It's easy to put them on and off. The taller items, look at how much space. There's nothing worse than getting that shelf, and then you have to kind of jimmy things in there. Here, you're able to get it all in. Love that we have that pull. Mesh is why did we do the mesh? 2 different reasons. Moisture, right? Because maybe you're gonna put this in the entryway closet. It's perfect to go right under that shelf in your entryway closet. You can put wet hats, mittens, gloves. You can put your umbrella in here, and you never ever have to worry about it rusting or chipping or corroding.
I love that.
Maybe you're gonna put your produce here and you wanna eat healthy. Put your fruits, put your vegetables. That aeration is all the way around. There's nothing worse than getting a big batch, going to that big store and getting a whole bunch of fruit, and then that lower level gets all moldy and yucky because there's no aeration on the bottom. This is fully aerated.
And so easy to clean. Like I even think if you don't have a mudroom, create a mudroom. Or like maybe there's an area in your garage that you just like right by the door when you come in that you want to create this and then house the dirty shoes and whatever it might be, all of the stuff. I mean, we showed how you can have it even right by your entryway door and it still looks beautifully sleek, and then you can turn it on an angle. Like it doesn't matter how you want to do this.
No, and we created an entire system. So what I always tell people is go to hsn.com and just type in origami and see. So even, I know we have the black on the white, but we even have these drawers. So you're getting those 2 drawers already. But if you're like, oh my gosh, I could even use some more. Maybe I'm gonna put some copy paper down here and I wanna put, my daughter has so many lacrosse balls all over the house. Maybe you wanna put your sports balls. This is one of the things you can get. It's a 2-pack. It comes like this, and you can either hang them, like you see I did that, or they can go up on a countertop, so like on a kitchen countertop. And then I do know we also have the liners, which you love.
Okay, so I'm gonna warn you about the liners as we show you. They're perfectly fit to fit on this Today Special Pantry Rack, but they are flying. And so I don't know if we're gonna be able to have enough in. This is your opportunity. You're the lucky ones watching. Grab these because you're getting 9 that fit perfectly in this, $24.99, but it just makes for like the perfect smooth surface if you just want that.
It gives you that stability, so especially if you're using it for your appliances or books, maybe it's gonna be a bookshelf that you wanna have, it gives you that smooth surface so nothing falls through the slats.
And if it's gonna be your little coffee cart, and you can easily rinse these off, so.
How smart was it though that so first of all, I showed you that lip in the very beginning so nothing falls out, but these are separated. First of all, for the design, to make it completely, zero assembly, but also you're going to be able to hold things in place. So you're getting 9 of these, 1 long, and then 8 of these that are in sections. And you can decide, maybe you don't want it here, but you do want it there. It's totally customizable.
I love that. So grab those while we have them in stock, because Kyle, how many did you say I have left? 850 left, that's it. We started out with 1,500. You're the lucky ones if you're able to get it. So get it while we have free shipping and handling, 30 days. But honestly, it comes back to this. If you're looking for that Goldilocks of storage, you're looking for something that's not too big, that's not too small, that will fill in those little spaces, whether it's the laundry room, it's the pantry with that one little rack that's doing nothing for you, take it out and put this in, because this is now giving you that vertical storage. Or maybe you are living in a temporary space. You have somebody that's going off to college. Maybe it's a kid of yours. This is a great way to add storage in there when she doesn't have a lot. She can take it up, take it down, and it's so fast to assemble and disassemble to take with you when they're done for the semester. But even if you need space for like just extra stuff that's taking up space in your pantry and you don't have a lot, like look how pretty this looks.
It's so pretty.
Right?
I mean, it really, especially with that plum, look at how large these are. We have these doubled up, stacked on top of each other. Remember that we said it's this perfect Goldilocks with just 11.5 inches off the wall. So take a look at those areas where you can take advantage of that vertical storage space between your shower door and that's where mine is, my shower door and my closet and my master bath. It's perfect for that, the extra towels, the extra linens. Here's the other thing. This is a customer pick. We have not seen this since 2023. Massive customer pick. Not just like, oh, we got 511, hundreds of reviews. People love this. Go read it. Because not only are you gonna see why they love it, people are passionate about their organization, but it gives you ideas of how they're using it. Some people use it for even giving it to their husband for, I think she said she set it all up for his detailing, auto detailing.
Smart.
So he can wheel it out. He has, his rags here and everything.
And it's all in one space. I love that. Maybe you've got a lot of cleaning supplies and you're like, I just want it all in one area.
And you can wheel it to the different rooms.
And you can wheel it to different areas. Now, update really quick. That plum that Rebecca was just showing you, this one is my most limited. I have about how many now, Kyle? Okay, 800 left now, but guess what's gonna go next? Red right now this hour. Yes, and that we're getting limited in. So how many now in red? And that's like a perfect classic, right? Oh, fewer than 900 now. I know the phone line is busy. They're getting neck and neck. So plum and red does remind me of that classic like vintage kitchen appliance kind of color.
And if you're at home and you're like, oh, but I don't know if red would work, we have this next to a door, a turquoise door, and I still think that pop of color brings in those retro vibes. One of the things and why I wanted to bring it here is, for me, the most maddening area in the house is the entryway, because you come in, you put your sunglasses here, you put your keys here, your purse here, the dog leashes, the pet toys, the poo bags, all of that stuff. It just creates chaos, and that's where you're entering your home.
Right.
So I come in after a long day, and I look, and I'm like, now I have to pick up.
Right.
When you can walk through your door and say, okay, here's where the dog leashes go, the pet toys, here's the dog food, here's my keys, my purse, everything is right there, and you can either use it in a tiny little area in the corner, or remember, if you have that entryway closet, it fits. It's only 4.8 feet. So it fits underneath.
So nice.
So
then you could still have like a higher shelf and use that.
Exactly.
Right. This is about vertical space, and you said it before, like interior designers know it's about creating the vertical space, and we spend a lot of money on hiring those companies to come out to do those custom, you know what I'm talking about. Look, you're doing that in your own home.
In 30
for
seconds.
A fraction of the cost, and you didn't have to assemble it. Zero assembly, and it's gonna last you decades, because Origami's been around for 15 years.
Yeah.
It blew everyone away. I love it. I was talking to Callie, and she said when Origami launched here 15 years ago, all the hosts were in the room. They were, you know, presenting it to us and showing us how it works, and everyone was blown away. So it's no surprise to us. It's become a massive customer pick, and you've waited 2 years for this one to come back.
2 years for a massive customer pick.
Now it's finally back.
Exactly.
I'm actually loving this eggnog. I want, you know, we forgot to show you in the last hour,
so
but
sad.
Eggnog is your beautiful cream. So my neutral girls, this one's so pretty.
What did you call it? Something perfectly beige? Beautifully beige.
Beautifully beige. I mean, I just love this one right here. So if you want that type of like neutral look in your home, we still of course have the white, which is one of our most popular, but these are all of them right here. We're gonna line them up. New and exclusive colors, plus the classics that you expect from Origami with that pewter gunmetal. That black has been in the lead as well, next to white. And you can't go wrong with that, of course. But what you're getting in the Goldilocks of your storage units is what I'm calling it. I know it's the pantry, but it doesn't stop at the pantry. Is you're getting 5 shelves, 2 drawers. Whether you want to use the drawers or not, totally up to you. You can remove them and then just use those other 2 shelves. We showed you all the ways that you can do that, but here are all of the colors. There's that pretty blue.
Gotta go one more. We've got beautiful
there's
colors.
White.
There's white. And then as I walk back here, the vintage bronze.
Which is like your favorite.
And well, and also the way we have this set up, I'm gonna pull this back here, and that is using the drawers elsewhere. Remember, there's a floor to that drawer, so it doesn't have to be on the shelf to work. It actually can be used independently. So as you can see, what we set up here is we have it maybe an entertainment center, but it could be anywhere. You can put your magazines, your favorite books, your favorite wrap to wrap yourself in, and then you also have each of those shelves which will hold up to 20 pounds.
Like, look how sleek that is. It's just so easy.
And it brings a room together when you have matching pieces, but not too matching.
Exactly, exactly. So you could see, and that vintage bronze really kind of speaks back to like if you have that woods in your home, like different types of warm woods.
Leathers.
Yes, leathers, exactly. So if you love that, run and grab that, because we know that one will go quickly. But again, join us over here so you can see a full array and really get an idea of where you're gonna use it in the home. Whether it's the kitchen space right here, now you have extra space, whether it's vegetables or containers or appliances. Your laundry room can finally be, or a linen closet, right? All of the extra toilet paper and paper towels that we have. Maybe it's a guest one. You know, the guest ones are always so small.
Those with a pedestal sink, there's no storage in those.
There's no storage. So that you create it there. Your craft room, more storage. Maybe it's a coffee bar, an office.
The platinum has always been, so the platinum, the black, the white, and the vintage bronze are all, we've had them all 15 years.
Classics.
So if 15 years ago you bought that very first one, then you should know that this is gonna still match back all the way to 15 years ago. The black, the vintage, and the pewter, I believe, all 3 of those, and the white.
All right, and the exclusive brand new colors, that plum and this beautiful eggnog. Okay, not gonna say last call yet, but we're getting there for 11:30 on the East Coast right now. How many left now, Kyle and Plum? 775, that's it.
People are loving that plum. It's such a gorgeous eggplant, deep, rich, beautiful purple.
It's really nice. Okay, so we're okay everywhere else? Okay, 2 more final minutes. Your item number, if you're calling this in right now, 900-059. Remember, free shipping and handling. If you want to save another $40 and you don't already have the HSN card, today's that day, because we're giving you $40 towards whatever you decide to put in that cart. I would say put it towards this and maybe grab another one. $40, no annual fee when you sign up for that card, just extra perks. You actually can do VIP financing as well. Kyle, you might need to crunch the numbers if they take advantage of VIP, but that will even expand out your payments even further if you wanted to. But since we launched at midnight, over 2,855 sold because it's a customer pick favorite. You haven't seen it 2 years. It's finally back. And it really is the Goldilocks of storage because you can really put this absolutely anywhere.
This was made because 15 years ago, we started selling what was called the Mac Daddy. It was huge. It holds a literal ton of storage. And you're like, I love the zero assembly. I love the powder coated steel, but I don't have that much space.
Right.
So we wanted to give you something that would fit in every room. We call it the Pantry Rack, but it truthfully is every room. This is how it's gonna come to you. These are both of the drawers, and this is the entire rack. So when you get it home, you're gonna take it out of the box, and you're just going to open it up. You decide if you want those wheels or not. This is the toggle. You'll hear us talk a lot about that origami toggle because it couldn't be easier, but it locks each one into place. Love we have the lip there, so everything's gonna stay on the shelf. That top shelf's already on. You just flip it over, and look how easy it is to lock in place. You know what I hate are those pins that,
yes.
and they pinch your fingers?
Yes.
There's no pins here. That locks right into place. And then you decide, do you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves that will each hold up to 20 pounds, and then use these baskets and drawers elsewhere? Do you see the stability that you have? You can use them independently. Or do you want to use them in the bottom too? You can see that we have the little tracks there. There's no wheels. There's nothing you have to build. There's not gonna go wobbly. I hate those. I actually hate wheel tracks. Here, they're going to be glide smooth in and out.
No assembly.
And
you
they
are
stop
done.
on the back. Do you see that? So you can't push it too far back.
Hey, really quickly, if that doesn't get any better, we're gonna toss in, if you wanna grab these liners while I still have them